Hey and good morning and welcome back to my weight loss journey. Today is Friday and I got weighed yesterday. I'm Leanne. I've been doing Slimming World. I do go to group, but I am trying to document each stage of my weight loss just so I can look back to save it and see how I feel and different things that keep happening to me. All the ups and the lows, and yes, there are a few. I started at 25 stone 1.5 and I am at week 23 of my journey. I am quite enjoying it. I'm quite settled into the diet, I'd say now. I'm not saying I don't have off days and I don't have like absolutely terrible weeks, but I also have good weeks, so here I am. So in week 23 I have been and got weighed. This week has been a pretty good week. I have really stuck to diet and I've changed up a little bit of what I've been doing. So over the last I'd say 3-4 weeks, I've just been a little bit all over the place, proper wobbling everywhere. I've had a week where I put on 5 pounds in 1 week. Oh my God, I nearly died. I'm gonna be honest. That absolutely killed my soul. Over the last 3 weeks, I've had ups. I have been and bought some new summer clothes in smaller sizes, and I've quite enjoyed that, and that was quite nice to have that feeling and buy some things that I'd actually chosen and had a bit more choice in clothes shops. But I've also had huge lows where I was fat shamed by a complete and utter stranger walking up some stairs, and just not really getting the results that I've wanted. So I do have an aim at the minute. Now, this isn't going to be the end of my journey, but on the 1st of September of this year, I have booked a holiday to go abroad. We are going to Costa Brava, we're going round, we're staying in Blaines, and we are going to Barcelona to have a wander around, and it's a huge family holiday. I haven't been on holiday on an aeroplane for the best part of 20 years, and part of that, I mean, there has been other reasons, but part of that has been down to the fact that I felt too fat to go and sit on the plane. And so I've got like this holiday countdown where I'm trying to lose 5 stone by the time I go away on the 1st of September, just so I feel a little bit better. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't look amazing. I have not like got to where I want to be. I'm not even close really to where I want to be. However, I felt like 5 stone as like a target was a bit doable, and set myself this goal so I could go and achieve it. So because I've been fanning around for the past 4 or 5 weeks, I'd say, I've lost a pound. I put on the 5 pound, which absolutely destroyed my soul, and I'm not gonna lie, it really did. I've had a maintain week, which, it weren't good. It made me feel a bit meh. But I'm gonna be honest, I've tried to turn it around now and use that as motivation, and like them feelings, like with 3 weigh-ins left, till I go away, to try and achieve what I wanted to achieve. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt majorly unachievable with what I've been doing. I'm quite proud of myself for where I've got to up to now. However, this week on Slimming World, I have decided to be extremely strict with myself, really think about what I'm eating and try and push myself forward. So this week I have ate like less carbs. I have calorie counted to an extent. So I've been doing the Slimming World diet and monitoring that on the app and eating loads of free foods and things like that. But what I've done differently is I've downloaded MyFitnessPal, and at the same time I've been monitoring what I've been eating, and it's made me a little bit more conscious about what I'm doing. Just so I can count the calories to make sure I'm not having too much speed food. Like, my portion size is sometimes absolutely ridiculous. But I think what a lot of the problem has been is that, like, I've skipped breakfast sometimes, then I've not hardly had any lunch. Sometimes I have breakfast and then don't eat lunch. And then I'm coming home at like 9 o'clock after a full day at work, starving, and not necessarily eating like bad food, Like, I'm not having takeaways and things like that or anything off plan, but I'm making the choice more to have, like, I don't know, potatoes and pastas and rice and things and, like, cheese. It were all within my allowance, but having things like that, and I'm not eating as much speed food and fresh food. So I thought, right, if I monitor it and have a look at the calories, then I can really, like, pull it in. So one day this week, eating wise, we went out for a meal. We went to Akbar's. I did go over my calories and it weren't on plan. However, what I did do was monitor the calories that was in it, and over the next few days, I've just like took 200 extra calories off to like kind of compensate it, if that makes sense. And that's allowed me to have a meal off without feeling guilty because I've been able to pull it back. So this week's been a brilliant weight loss. Like, I got on the scales and nearly died out of unbelievable, I just couldn't believe it. And I know in grand scheme of things, and when people first start, they lose more than this. But for me, after having 4 weeks of not really losing a great deal, and like as of yesterday, I was a pound negative, like a pound heavier than my lightest that I'd been. And I just didn't, I felt like I couldn't shift it. So in general, I have been eating in the morning 2 boiled eggs, protein and free on Slimming World, and like 65 calories each. So, and this is like average. I know different people say the different calories, and that's cool, but this is what I've been doing. So I've done that, and I've been drinking like herbal tea in the morning rather than having milk. Well, I have soy milk. So I've not been having like my healthy A's as much. I've then for my dinner, because I've been at work, made a point of packing myself like a salad. So I've been having a lunchbox full of salad. Sometimes I'll put corn chicken pieces in because I'm vegetarian. Sometimes I will put fat-free cottage cheese with loads of salt and pepper and some different herbs. That's been lovely. And I really do enjoy that. Like, naturally, I do like eating that, so that's not been a chore. To work with me, I've been taking like an apple or strawberries or some fruit salad, a fat-free Muller Lite, or, do you know, the Aldi's version. And then I've always put in 2 of the Hi-Fi bars every day, just in case I'm working like, well, 9 o'clock and I'm absolutely starving. Do you know, so I didn't get to that absolute dire stage. So when I get to the dire stage, this is when stuff goes wrong. And also to try and keep my metabolism going and to make it not as difficult, I haven't always eaten the Hi-Fi bars. I generally do eat all the rest of the stuff, but in general, I've not really been eating the Hi-Fi bars. I've just had them a couple of days. And then on an evening, I've been coming home and making a lot more of a conscious effort, not to like just have a pasta, or like, I really do love potatoes, like the spiced wedges that I make with salad and stuff on top, I love and adore. But I've been consciously trying not to eat them as much. I've had more like corn chicken and some salad, or something corn that's like protein wise, and like vegetables. This week Oliver's been a lot more supportive, so he made me this lovely meal, which was like a lemon styled like tray bake kind of chicken, obviously corn for me, but he had a chicken version, and he made it with some like golden vegetable rice. Oh, talking of golden vegetable rice, so the one in Aldi, which is a staple for us as a household anyway when we're not on Slimming World. Sorry. I've been working loads, so I'm really like bunged up and snotty, you know, from the dust and things from filing, because I do nails. They now only do a little bit more expensive, the not essentials vegetable rice. I don't seem to be able to get the normal like Saver Aldi's own cheaper version vegetable rice. And in that there is a bit of a difference. Crazily, they're both vegetable rices. However, the one that we can get hold of, I think, is half a sin or a sin a packet. And the one that's the essential range that comes in a white packet, that's the cheaper one, is free. And we all really like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I can make my own, but it's just a bit annoying. So I'm like proper on the search for that. Feels like there's like staple foods that I use on my diet, like canned potatoes. I love those to put with stuff in the air fryer. These chicken strips that I get from the oh God, Iceland. I love those. They are brilliant for vegetarians. I will try and put a picture up here actually. But anyway, I'm totally gone off track. So Oliver had made me this like lemon chicken dish, which were beautiful. And I'm not gonna lie, most this week I have been eating like these monster salads that have been so filling, massive portions because I've been starving, because I've been working all day, but they've been brilliant. I've drunk more water and more herbal tea. And I've done that all week and been really good and quite strict with myself, not having like as many sins and just monitoring my calories. So I went yesterday. Lily's decided not to come anymore, so she's not doing it anymore, my little girl. My mum and Tia came and Kelly came, but she didn't stay to group. So we went to group and I'm starting to love my group with Angie. It's really nice getting to know some of the ladies and they are lovely and so supportive. And just really kind. Oh, I went into group and she asked me if I'd help her out sometimes as part of like the social team. And because she's really struggling because it's really busy at the minute and people are on holiday. So yesterday I got taught how to do like the weigh-in, you know, where you weigh people in. It's really easy actually. And I don't mind helping out. I do enjoy group and going to group, and I do get, I think it's the accountability. It's weird because when I first started, I hated going to group. I'm not gonna lie. There was loads of things that I had issues with, and I did like part of that was my own. I hate getting weighed in front of people, and I still do, but I'm getting more used to it and a little bit better. Just the ideas she had this week, which was fantastic. Like last week, actually, we did like this meal planning exercise where there were a list of like free foods and you had to write down lots of different meals and you did it in group. So we learned loads of stuff about just ideas and inspiration of what other people make out of the free foods, that stuff that you just have in your cupboard and stuff. That were really good. And then this week, she got print-offs, things that you pick up and think. Do you know, like when you're on the go and you've not planned and you go to the Tesco's and pick up like a wholemeal bread that is tuna mayonnaise, and you think, oh, it's not that many sins really, that'll be fine, I'll eat that because I've not planned it, I'm starving. 17.5 sins. I think it was 17.5 sins. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they were astronomical. There were chicken bake from Greggs, which was astronomical in sins. And do you know the small bacon butters? Now I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat these, but the small bacon butters that you get from McDonald's that are like this big, that are 2 rubbish slices of bacon and just a really dried bit of bread. I think there was something silly like 23 cents. It was like a stupid amount. And it just made me think, do you know what, actually, that's a good thing for her to have done this week, because it's made me think I need to think a little bit more about when I'm caught off guard and what my choices are, because sometimes you think things aren't that bad and they actually absolutely are. So I'm sorry I ain't got no makeup on. I've just woke up. I'm doing this because it's the only time that I've got a bit of private time to do it. So anyway, back to my weight loss, because maybe that's why I've tuned in. So I, like I said earlier, started at 25.5 stone. It is week 23 for me. I stood on the scales and oh my God, I nearly cried nearly, because finally it has paid off. So my good week and all my planning and all my being strict with myself and being a bit more restrictive, and actually, I'm going to say restrictive, I ain't really felt restrictive because I've had some beautiful meals, but got on the scales and my weight loss this week was a huge whopping £6. £6! Can you believe it? Like, do you know, for week 23, I think that's pretty good. I think that's actually, like, I'm quite proud of myself. So changing out a few bits of fruit as well. That's why I'm having eggs in the morning, because I usually have a fruit salad. And I'm not saying that doesn't work, but actually changing that out has done me the world of good. So with my £6 loss, not only did I lose £6, but that means I am now £0.5 from my 5-stone award. I'm not gonna lie, £0.5, I could poo £0.5, really. It was so tempting to go to the toilet and start trying to re-weigh just to scrape that 5-stone award. But I have got 2 more weigh-ins before I go away. So I thought, I'm not going to be ridiculous because all it'll mean is next week will be harder if I push it like that. So this week I am desperate, and I mean desperate, to lose that £0.5. I'm not going to lie. Weighing in at, I think it's 20 stone 2 now. I really want to lose £2.5 over the next 2 weeks, which I don't think is a massive ask. It's like £1 and £1.5 week. Probably try and aim for more 2 per week. I'd kind of like. I'd like to do that because I would like to be out of the 2s if I possibly can. Like, I'm not going to like be mad at myself, because if I can get the 5 stone award, I will be happy with that. But I would like to get out the 2s and into the 19 stone bracket for going away. That would make me so happy. Or maybe it won't, because I'm probably going to put on a few pounds while I'm away. And I'm going for a week. And that'd put me back into the 20s, so then maybe I'd feel defeated. So I'm not really sure about that. I'm just going to do whatever I can, and what happens will be. It has helped, because last week when I got weighed and I maintained, I was on ladies' week. I was on my period, and I generally weigh more and then have a loss, like a decent loss. So obviously I'm not going to have that, and that's maybe why I lost the £6. However, I don't really care. I'm quite happy with my £6. However, I've achieved it. It did mean I got Slimmer of the Week. My group put together, every week on Slimming World, you take one item that is a free food and you put it into a basket, and whoever wins Slimmer of the Week takes it, and it's a really nice thing to do. I won it this week, and I got an amazing bag of goodies, which I will put a picture there. I got my certificate and my shiny sticker, which is now on my fridge. And what else did I do? Oh, I also got a bag of like these Slins. They're like a crisp bread. They taste disgusting. I hate them. So I put that in with the raffle prize, because they do a raffle every week as well. So the person that's lost the most weight but has not put on the week before, so you have to consecutively either maintain and lose the most or lose weight 2 weeks in a row, wins Slimmer of the Week. And this week with £6, it was my week, which was pretty good, because there was some really good losses this week in groups. I'm really proud of that. I got a little fridge magnet, which I'm quite enjoying the fridge magnets. I know that's really sad, but I'm quite enjoying them. I've got 3 now. My other group that I used to go to didn't do that, and I'm quite liking that. And that's about it, really. Oh, Tia lost £1.5, which is good, because she's not stuck to the diet, but she's young and that's what they can do. She's obviously sticking to it somewhere, probably subconsciously without thinking about it. So good on her, because she's back to where she was before. And my mum lost £2, which is really good, because she says she's not sticking to the diet and she's been eating chocolate. In fact, we went shopping the day before and she ate a bar of Ferrero Rocher chocolate. Now, I didn't cave, I stayed on track, but she did. I do find it hard, you know, when people eat stuff around me, I'm not going to lie, you know, especially when they're doing the diet and the cheat, because it makes me think, oh, I want to cheat, I want something nice. And really and truly, I don't really need it. So I need to stick with that. This week is going to be a hard week. I am going away to Ripon Races with a friend. I am going to try not to drink as much. I'm taking vodka in my bag, but I'm not actually that big a drinker, so it shouldn't. I think it's the pressure of other people, so that's going to be quite challenging. I ain't got a clue what I'm going to wear. I feel like I look shite in everything. So that's going to be quite fun, to try and find an outfit that's going to be okay. I'm going to pack my little picnic bag up. And put in loads of like salads and things like that. I'm currently this morning, because I was set off today because we're going in the camper van that we've got, I am currently boiling eggs for my breakfast. So I'm going to have 2 eggs, but I put extra ones in. So what I'm going to do is peel them and put them in a box, put them in my fridge, and then in the morning I can stick to like just 2 boiled eggs in the morning. And because people like to go out for breakfast, don't they, like fry-ups and stuff like that. I don't really want to do that, because that's just like a meal where I can still cut back on sins without a great deal. So I'm going to take some herbal tea, and I'm also going to take my boiled eggs, so that's breakfast covered. There's a Thomas the Baker's up there in Ripon where we're going to, and I'm not going to lie, that is so tempting to go and just like eat loads of bread and pastries, But I do want to get into the 2s and lose that £0.5 pound this week, so I really need to curb that. That's about it, really. That's about where I am. I am planning ahead. I'm just going to try my hardest again. If I do screw up this weekend, I am going to get back on track. I'm going to try and record and take pictures more. I've been taking pictures and posting them in my Slimming World group, looking at other people's meals. That seems to have helped and been quite motivating. Carry on with my packed lunches. I've got another busy week this week at work, so hopefully, because I'm so busy, I won't have the time to cheat, I'm hoping. We come back on, we go in today and we come back on Sunday, and then I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I get weighed again on Thursday. So here is to week 24. Wish me luck. If you're slimming too, good luck and try and stay on plan. And that's about where I am. So, woo! Here's to please let me lose £0.5 pound this week. Please, I just want my 5-stone award. Do you think if I start being religious and praying, I'd get that? I don't know. Something's got to happen. I need to drink more water. I'm going to keep on with that. Anyway, so that's where I'm up to. And I've rambled on far too much. So I hope this hasn't been boring if you are following me along. So here's to my 5-stone award.